Hello dear students, I hope your test was easy, and in the last chapter we discussed about the human body, what is human respiration and what are the different phases, what is inhalation, what is exhalation. I hope the test was quite easy, and after evaluation we'll come to know that. So now let's move on to the next chapter, that is third chapter, animals and birds. So there is lots of difference between animals and birds. So for the first, let's discuss about the varieties of birds and their body structure and the type of the beak, the claws, the feathers in this chapter. So as we all know that there are different types of birds in the nature. The structure of the bird is framed in such a way that on which type of food they feed. The birds can walk, hop and fly. They live on the trees, and the animal which lives, or the birds which live on the trees, they are known as arboreal creatures. Did you get me? The living organism which lives on the trees, they are known as arboreal creatures or arboreal animals, and one such is birds. So we have different types of birds. Most of the birds are very colorful. They are very attractive, isn't it? Now in this chapter, let us study the different types of birds, their body structure, head, trunk, the claws, the beak, the feathers in detail. So first it is the introduction. Okay. As I told you earlier, we have many birds which are more colorful. Their body structure is framed in such a way that on which type of food they feed, right? And next, let us discuss about beaks of birds. We have teeth to chew, to masticate the food into fine paste, and then it is sent to the alimentary canal. Do you know an interesting fact? The birds don't have teeth. Instead, God has gifted them with beak. But beaks, they are some hard, strong, lengthy, chisel-shaped, small, pointed, hooked. Okay? Different types of beaks are found in birds. So you can ask me a question, on what basis the beaks are blessed to that particular bird? It is on the type of food the bird feed on. That type of beak is blessed for that particular bird. Let us see step by step with an example what are the different types of birds and their beaks. First we shall discuss about strong, sharp, hooked beak. Right? Strong, sharp, hooked beak. An example I can give you for this is strong, sharp, hooked. Okay? We can give an example of the birds like eagles, hawk, vulture, okay, and kites. These set of birds, they feed on flesh of small creatures or flesh of other animals. So, there is a necessity to tear the flesh or to cut into pieces, right? And therefore, their beak, their beak is very strong, it's very sharp. Since they don't have teeth, beak itself should perform all the activities. It is hooked in the sense like hook, the same way, the same shape, just like hook, it will be there. And these three shape, strong, sharp and hook, this helps the bird to tear the flesh and to cut the flesh into pieces, and then they digest. And the examples are eagles, hawk, vulture and kites. They are called as birds of prey. Birds of prey. So is nothing but the animal which is consumed as food or which is killed. Okay, that animal is known as prey. To make you very easier to remember, I'll give you an example. A tiger kills the deer. Okay, I'll repeat. Tiger kills the deer. So, tiger is a predator, deer is a prey. So, the animal which is considered as a food for other animal is considered as prey. So, these birds like eagles, hawk, vulture and kites, they feed on other organisms, okay, and they feed on the flesh of other animals with the help of this strong, sharp and hooked beak. Is it clear? Yes. Let's move on to the next. The strong, short, hard beak. What it is? Strong, short, hard. Okay. And the example I can give you here is sparrow, peacock, pigeon and small birds like finches. Okay. These birds are example of the beak containing birds like strong, short and hard. These birds' beak are very strong but shorter in length. Short in length, but it's very hard. Why? Because they feed on grains and seeds of plant varieties. Is it clear? I'll repeat. The birds like sparrow, peacock, pigeon and finches, they feed on, what is the food for these birds are? They feed on the grains and seeds of different plant varieties. So the seeds will be very hard. They need to grind it, they need to powder it. Then they have to send it to the alimentary canal, that is the digestive system. So their beaks are just framed in such a way that they are very strong. Even though they are very short, they are very strong. They just pecking the seeds and all, right? The sparrows. They eat rice grains, ragi, etc. So they are very short, but they are very hard. So next, it is curved beak. Next type we are going to study is curved beak. Okay? Curved beak. This is very small, right? This is very small beak. This is the small. Then curved beak. Example we can give is parrot and parakeets. Parakeets. They have the curved beak. Why? Because these birds, they feed on nuts, okay, and also the walnuts, the nuts which are enclosed in the shell. The shell has to be get ruptured and then they feed on the nut which is present inside the hard shell. To just open or cut open the hard shell, the outer cover, no, they need the strong beak. And also this curved beak help in opening out the shell by pecking that. Okay, the margin will be there and they start pecking into that and just they open the shell. And then later they feed on the nut which is present inside. Along with that, these birds, this beak, no, they help in climbing the trees. Climbing the trees. How? They take the support. No, they take the support of the tree, the bark of the tree, and then they start climbing to just reach the fruit where it is, and then they feed on the hard shell, walnuts, or any of the fruit which is very hard outer, and inside there will be a fruit which they feed on. So dear students, today we discussed about the birds, which are the most colorful creature, and also their body structure and what type of beaks, that different birds have. Like for example, strong, sharp and hooked beak, which is found in eagles, hawk, vulture and kites. They are maximum they are called as carnivorous. They feed on the flesh of other animals. Next we have strong, short and hard beak. An example for that type of beak is sparrow, pigeon, peacock and finches. Right? Because they feed on grains and seeds of plant varieties. Last we discussed about curved beak. The shape little bit curved, right? And the example we have taken here is parrot and parakeets. As they feed on the hard shell, no, just like walnuts, they need to break up or they need to crack it, and then they should feed on the nut which is present inside. And also this type of beak, they help in climbing the trees. So dear students, I hope these many points are clear for this class. Just watch the video and refer the textbook, and definitely I will be sending you the PDF form of different birds and their beaks images. Then you will come to know. Of course these finches and all, it's a new name for you. I will be sending the image, just converting it to the PDF form. You will come to know it. Refer the textbook, watch the video, definitely you will understand. Meet you in my next class.